Hey guys, welcome to episode 5. Um, if you've been paying real close attention, you'll see I'm wearing the same Roswell, New Mexico alien t shirt as I did in episode 4. Well, that's because it's still the same day. I just published episode 4 and I'm getting a head start on 5. This episode is going to be devoted to the front frame. I've got it all pieced back together. It's not glued, it's just clamped. And my goals for this episode is I'm going to cut some of the length of the tenons so that these tenon and mortise joints fit a little tighter. I'm going to plane the surface to where it's nice and the boards all have the same thickness, so the front is going to be nice and flush. And also something we haven't looked at yet is I need to make sure that the front is actually square. So we'll address that after I adjust the lengths of the tenons because that can affect the squareness of the front. So here we go. Okay, so what I discovered, the top piece and to a lesser extent the bottom piece are actually shorter to the tune of just under about 1/8 of an inch, which means I need to take 1/8 of an inch off of these two pieces that go around the drawers in the middle. Otherwise, I'm going to have a bowed armoire. So let's do that. Very flush. Honestly, could do for some more. Very flush. Very flush. Very flush. Perfect. I'm not sure if that's a tenon issue there or not. That one might just need to be straightened. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit more off of this one. And a little bit more off of both of these. Hi guys. What is this? Episode number 5 of the Abandoned Armoire Restoration Project. ARRP. Still gotta come up with a good name. Okay, so what have I done since episode 4? Well, went back to the front frame and started working on getting them, all the pieces, the same thickness so that all the joints were flush on the surface. I also chopped off a little bit of the tenons so that they fit better into their slots. And something I had not thought about previously was to check for squareness. And you do that by measuring from one corner to the diagonal corner and then measure the other diagonal corner. And if they match, it's perfectly square, assuming it's the same width on both ends. Good news, perfectly square. So that was great. Now, it was only square after I shaved off the tenons and got them to fit flush. So, with that being said, the front surface is ready to be glued back together. Once it's glued, I'll sand it. So here we go. Okay, I dry fit it all together again just for one last check. Make sure everything's the way I want. And I'm gonna loosen the clamps, take the pieces apart, put some glue, clamp it back for real. Okay, after checking it all out, there's some things I want to fix first before we glue up the front frame. Let me show you what we got. All right, on the top arch, right there, we got a chunk taken out. I want to fix that. Got a matching chunk taken out over there. Now, this is going to be the back. You'll be looking at it this way, but I'll know what's wrong. So we're going to fix that. This knot hole, I'm just going to leave that. You know, it's part of the character, part of the wood. All right. Now going all the way down to the bottom, this is those pieces I talked about that maybe got a dog got a hold to. Maybe, I don't know. They just look like they've been chipped off. So I want to fix that. I want to fix that. And I need to fix that right there. Okay. Now on the long pieces, again, got a piece broken off right there. The rest looks pretty good, but I'm also going to go ahead and make perfectly flat the bottom. This one actually looks good. But on the other long one, can't really show it well, but that bottom looks a little wonky. Plus, I have to make them the same height. Probably go ahead and trim the tops as well. Additionally, after I glue it all up, the next step is going to be sanding. Well, the curvy parts I can sand much easier with it being separate, and I'll show you on our spindle sander how I do that. Now, to do the repairs, I'm going to need wood. So let me introduce you to the matching piece of furniture we picked up whenever we picked up this armoire at the mini storage. So hang on just a second. Picked up a skid. Most of you people will call this a pallet, but any sport dog worth their dogness will tell you that this is not a pallet, this is a skid. and it happens to be made out of pine. And it's been sitting out in the weather just like the Armoire was. So I think it's my best bet to find some semi matching piece of wood. Wouldn't you know it? In most cases, skids are made out of cheap pine, you know? Every now and then you'll get one made out of hardwood. Well, guess what? This one's made out of beautiful red oak. That's great. What a find. Doesn't help me on this though, because the armoire is made out of pine. So grabbed me a piece of 2x4 that I had laying around, got it all mentioned up. We're going to use this for our wood. Okay, so we have everything repaired for the front frame. I have sanded the curvy parts on the spindle sander. As far as the flat surfaces go, I'm going to sand those after they're glued together. So here we go. It's going to be permanent now. Oh, looky there. Cracked. That was not expected. '86. 86. It's square. It's level. Level. Good to go. So we'll let this set up for several hours. Take it out of the clamps, and we'll start sanding. I think that'll wrap it up for this episode. Talk to you in a bit.